Hey everyone, my name is Elaine and my recipe blog is eatingbyelaine.com, which is all healthy, gluten-free, vegan, and so my recipes are just all around allergy friendly, and the recipes are simple to make and full of nutritious whole ingredients. Hey, so now it's just me, no filter, and I'm gonna take you over to my blog and show you the recipe that we're about to demo, and you can screenshot the ingredients. So this is my blog, eatingbyelaine.com, and today we're going to be demoing my healthy raw cookie dough energy bites. Oh my gosh, look how good they look. So in case you're wondering, yes, they do actually taste like raw cookie dough. It's amazing. And they only require 7 ingredients, and so they take less than 10 minutes to make. It's a super fast recipe. It's really healthy, and of course it's gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, soy-free, and we even have a nut-free version for anyone who has an almond allergy or sensitivity out there. So they're great for after-school snacks, or scrolling was making me dizzy. So they're great for an after-school snack. Kids love them, adults love them too. My 3-year-old loves to make them with me and she completely devours them. I personally love them. I make a huge batch and then I eat them throughout the day. I love them for an after breakfast / before lunch snack to get me through the morning, especially when I'm on the go. So if you want to screenshot the ingredients, I will snap a pic of them a little bit closer, so get ready to screenshot if you want to do that.
These are the 7 ingredients, so not too many.
So I'm going to walk you through each ingredient and talk a little bit about the health benefits, but you literally just pour it into a bowl, mix it together, roll it into balls, and that's it. You can freeze it if you want. So I've got oat flour, almond meal, sea salt, raw creamy almond butter, and normally I use maple syrup, but today I have agave. I like maple syrup better because it just has a better flavor, I think, and it's not as sweet as the agave, but it'll work in a pinch. And then I flavor it with 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/4 cup of these mini vegan chocolate chips that are absolutely delicious. So in case you're wondering what type of chocolate chips I use, it's these Enjoy Life mini chocolate chips, which anyone who has an allergy knows are the best because they're dairy-free, nut-free, and soy-free. So in this recipe, I'm using store-bought oat flour, which is just ground up oats. But if you don't have that on hand, you can actually make it yourself by blending these oats in. These are gluten-free old-fashioned oats, which you could put into a mini food processor, and then you could just blend them into a fine flour yourself. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute. So oats are actually higher in protein and healthful fats and lower in carbohydrates than most other whole grains. So they're providing dietary fiber and help you feel. So oats are just great all around. They're going to help keep you fuller longer and control your blood sugar, and all this can help with weight management and lowering your blood pressure. So they're just a Okay, so the oats are down, and now we are going to talk about me and my love for almond flour and why it's so awesome. So this is the almond flour that I have here, and just a bit about almond meal versus almond flour. So almond meal is finely ground whole almonds with the skin on, and almond flour, which is what I'm using here, although either will work, is ground blanched almonds that are skinless. So it's just a slightly different texture. So as you can see from the nutrition facts here, almond flour is low in carbohydrates and high in protein. It actually has 6 grams of protein per serving. And it's a good source of fiber. It offers some vitamin E, magnesium. It also provides iron, a little bit of calcium. And to extend its shelf life, you want to store it in the refrigerator. Now on to the almond butter. So since like almond meal, it is simply made out of almonds, it has all the same health benefits that I just mentioned. And I have tried this recipe with sunflower seed butter instead of almond butter, and it works just as well. So if you have a nut allergy, you can totally do that. Really important here to talk about the almond butter for a second. We do want to make sure that it's runny. I like to use a fresh jar. We're going to be using a cup of it, and you just want to make sure it's room temperature and not too Okay, actually you're supposed to add a 1/4 teaspoon of fine grained sea salt, mix that all together, and then put the wet ingredients in. So don't make that mistake. So after you're done stirring, it's going to be pretty thick, like cookie dough. And if it's too thick, you can just add more almond butter. And if it's too thin, for some reason, you can add more almond flour. So now it's really starting to look like cookie dough, and you can taste it if you want because there's no eggs in it. And we're going to just roll it into some balls, and then we're done. So this is what it looks like after you've rolled them into balls. It makes 24 of these amazing cookie dough bites, and you can store them in the freezer. You can see I have them here on a baking sheet. I've lined it with some wax paper, and that just allows it to freeze well. You don't have to freeze it. You could actually just eat it immediately, which makes this recipe. So these bites are filling, they're full of natural energy, and because they're sweetened with maple syrup, it makes them refined sugar free. So it's a really healthy option. I like to store them in the freezer. These guys never last long in my house. My 3-year-old loves to make them with me, and they really satisfy my sweet tooth and make a great healthy dessert option. I hope everyone loved the recipe. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm Eating by Elaine. This is my feed right now. And if you want to follow me on Snapchat, I'm also eating. So yeah, if you follow me on Snapchat, I do daily updates of what I'm eating and cooking throughout the day, and lots of recipe demos like this one. Guys, that was so much fun. If you're interested in doing a Feedfeed takeover like I did today, just message them and let them know what recipe you'd like to make.